probably going to be one of my favorite player characters out of this entire thing. And then I've got Velocity there at the end, playing possibly the second favorite player character,
Hell yeah, I'll
just
take it.
because he's got. You know what? I'll let you guys find out when you watch it. I'm gonna do that. You
Well
hush.
then.
I am Blue Joy. I have nothing going on in my life other than the fact that I also have recently started a new job and have no free time now. Not for anything, not even video games. I'm very sad. Please pray for me.
Well, thank you for being here to pilot your vampire, and on the occasion, also hunt some ghosts.
I haven't even played since the newest. I haven't even been to Nell's Diner yet. I've been that busy.
Oh golly! All right, yeah, we need to we need to get you
Poor
over to
thing, we need to
Nels.
fix that.
And I'm just here. I'm Velocity. That's all we need to know.
And I'm here for it.
I exist. I bounce between people's channels, you know. I'm like a ghost. I just haunt places.
Oh my god,
Is there anyone you want to shell that you appear in their games?
I mean, I got Raven and Spectre, as they've sort of said. If you want to go check out Coffee Cat Presents and show up their games too. It's going to be plural pretty soon, not just games. So, just saying, you know.
Very well. And then you're going to be piloting Jessica, aka Wisp.
Yeah.
And you know what? I suppose with that we need to bring you all into the world here. Actually, even before here, you had a pretty healthy / unhealthy idea of what this place called Night City has to offer as you were able to drive through it. The casual violence is just, well, I don't know. It's up to each of your characters to express it. You met with a particular character named Four Eyes, and he took you back to the place where his gang hangs out, so that you could talk to a Ripper doc, about your injuries. And you know, through the ambience of everything, through well, even the need to feed as well. You all had a very, very street level, very visceral encounter with the people who live in this future. Which is why you're here, as this is a future that apparently was imagined by Tess Acton, who was the rival to Hikari, the elderly lady who is shooting very literal beams of sun out of her hand, and surrounded by werewolves too. But now you're just surrounded by violence. You're surrounded by a lot of apathy. The blood here isn't even that strong because it's not even that there's the sad resonance. I'm forgetting the name again.
Melancholy.
Melancholy. Yeah. You might be able to find that stuff here, but at this point there's just a weird kind of acceptance that this is just what reality is. And so the blood of the people here it's weak. You have to double drink in order to get, it's like feeding off of an animal, because in many ways these people have been herded, corralled, exploited, or being used like animals. And on top of that, many of their bodies have been transformed through cybernetics, exotic drugs, all sorts of things. And so, while there's not exactly a semblance of the Masquerade here, as presumably nothing would keep Tyrone from lifting a car over his head and throwing it, because he could probably, he'd have a bunch of people show up and be like, "Whoa, hey, that's cool. Do it again." Uh, at what cost? Or, uh, these are just the things that we'll circle back to, because we had some pretty tense moments there when feeding. And then, we're gonna have to frost 3 of you out. We're gonna have to defrost 3 of you. But you met also someone named Jessa who was on special order from Four Eyes, and she has her own private medical business. She came by in her own private ambulance, was able to try to understand you all. She gave you some artificial blood that worked, but was very it was a first taste of I guess what you'd get naturally on tap. It just was just bitter, and you could just feel it just spread through your body. Of course, Clyde, you might have some extra special fun time memories of stuff similar. But she repaired you in so much that she could fix your mechanical your mechanical detriments, and she did that by drilling titanium screws into your bones. Not that anesthetic would work on you all, so you had to grin and bear it. I mean, Tyrone, you know the drill, because she actually had to break out the extra large one for you, because you have fortitude, which in a lot of cases is great, except when you're awake and she needs to screw into your bones and kind of rubber band your body together.
Literal drill.
Yep. She gave you a brief tour of the city as she took you to the center of it, called Corpo Plaza. And you saw that the 3 big companies here that are really overshadowing the others. I believe in modern parlance we call that mogging. These 3 corpos were absolutely mogging on all of the others in Night City. They're not even profit maxing. It's pretty depressing. So the main building, as indicated, where Tess was, in a weird kind of way, is IX, or Iteration X. Though she has feelings that these other 2 also, Pentex and Syndicate Bank, there's something, they're here, but they don't feel right. They don't belong. She can't explain it, but she also can't explain you. And as such, there's some sort of a connection having been made. But with the sun coming up, she told you that she needs to get you to a fixer in order to be able to help you out with what you're doing, and maybe you can help a lot of other people out in the meantime as well. In the last little bit, as while you were driving around, you were able to look at something called Scream Sheets. And this is the kind of world also that you live in, where as much as you're driving through excruciating poverty and wanton violence, you also just have advertisements here for, hurt me, heal me, remake me. You have this lady who it looks like maybe she wants to go rock climbing, except those probably aren't for climbing rocks. But I guess that's in demand. People want this sort of a thing. And then whatever a brain dance is, and whatever cursed place Calgary is, too. That's a whole other thing. But you can see that there's some other names even from Corpo Plaza, Biotechnica, Petrochem, small, the small potatoes. But we had you in her medical facility here in Jess's. 3 of you chose to be put into like a cryo bag. Um, and so when the sun goes down, we are going to find out that you do not need to rouse. You are going to unfreeze the same way that you froze. Now, if there's any kind of a personal experience while being frozen, it's not up to me to tell you that you don't dream or that you do, or that there's something about this, because I don't know how many times you all have been frozen before. You've gone through other experiments for sure, but not freezing. You were at one point going to be immolated, but that's on the other end of things. And that was everyone except Rose and Tyrone, who chose to lay out on a slab, right?
Wisp and Rose are snuggling.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, so only 2 of you got bagged.
No,
Tyrone's in a
got.
capsule.
Nope,
Yeah.
there were 3 of us. Ivy, Clyde, and Tyrone.
Okay. Oh, all right. It was Ivy Clyde.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the easy part for you 3. As the defrost cycle occurs and you come out of this this cryostasis, I don't know. You describe to me, if anything, what did you think or feel, or is this as if no time has passed? You went in and maybe you didn't even feel that drowsiness or sleepiness that comes when the sun is rising. Maybe it was just, okay, I'm here, and then you hear like the hiss of the cryogenic gases, and then all of a sudden you're back. You tell me, because you all have interesting and different physiologies. Any of you start, but this is your narrative.
Well, Tyrone was conscious throughout it. He was thinking how much he missed his wife before everything fucked up. And the world just seemed to have kept getting worse if this is their world still. Barely anything that's organic seems to even be around. He wonders how his wife would have thought about all this. He was so excited for the future before it was unfortunately taken away from her. He got stuck in his dark thoughts for a while, just replaying the memory over and over. But now that he's unfrozen, he needs to buckle up. He needs to make sure everyone knows that he's still Tyrone, the jovial side that they've come to know and get used to. Not this.
Well, then you are. We'll say you're the first one that goes through the cycle. Jess is there. Of course, she has her visor on, half skull, half not skull, and she'll like you gave us your inner monologue of things that happened. She will ask you also for notes. So if there's anything that you wanted to not tell her, or to tell her that happened that didn't, you're welcome to do so. But then after taking some notes from you, and you sit down to go from being de-thawed to actually assuming room temperature, which in this case is a compliment. Then she's going to move over to the next person and begin the defrost cycle.
Well, see, probably spent better part of the evening. Thing about being a vampire is you don't really dream. You just kind of, your body just goes into this rigor mortis, and you get all crunchy and can't move for a bit. But you're left alone with your thoughts. That whole time. I keep thinking about that fella that I killed. He was minding his own business, just trying to go about his night. You know, it's not frequent that I do go off and kill someone. Usually it is, yeah, hell. Usually it's because they, you know, they earned it. Admittedly, that was something else. I don't think that guy earned it. And even worse than that, it's, truth be told, how long is it gonna take for someone to find the body and just decide nothing of it? You know, I've been paying attention to how everything seems to operate in the city, and I've been a couple places. And, hell, I've been to prison.
Hmm.
Some of the folks out here don't seem like they got souls. I met inmates with a little bit more soul than this. The city lacks a quality of life, a splendor in them. I always used to think that my sire was a bit of a hoity-toity about how appearance and the beauty and preservation of that whole human element. You know, I thought all of that was just kind of a bunch of bullshit, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm thinking otherwise. I'm starting to understand otherwise. It's got a lot more to do with, it's more important than that. I don't know. It feels wrong, and quite frankly, everywhere I look, I feel disgusting around here, so I'd like to go back. So as everything kind of unthaws and I find myself not really needing to rear myself to life as I usually do with the blood and move it or anything, it was just precisely where it needed to be. I'm a little surprised, but you know, I feel like I got the drive to go ahead and get what needs done. I want to go back together with, me and my bunch of idiots here. So,
out of curiosity, I mean, this is, physically for your body. You know, this would be, I guess, ideal. This is an artificial waking up. You know, you didn't have to do it yourself. Your blood didn't have to be roused. You just had a machine do it for you. But even this process then of waking up, being artificial, commercialized or commoditized to some effect as well. I mean, this could very well just be a service. What's your take on that? And waking up artificially.
Oddly enough, I don't. Strangely enough, as convenient as it is, I don't think I like it. I think I like the ritual.
You like feeling the vitae actual move through you?
Does that sound weird? Does it sound weird to say it makes me feel alive?
I have to imagine it's similar to a weightlifter's rush after they finish a session. You get that. You get the ache or the hunger or the pain, and you know that you did something yourself physically in that case.
Yeah. Now, I'm not much one for convenience as far as I'm concerned. Anything worth doing, worth having, is something you do gotta fight for. So.
Well, Jessa, now this was your inner monologue. You're welcome to share all of that, some or none, or add embellishment. She would also ask you for notes, while she would then, start the unthawing of her third kindred.
Great, she's gonna hate my handwriting. It's like Clyde writes it down, and it's definitely English, but it's his handwriting is so garbage that it's almost unintelligible.
Meanwhile, Tyrone's in calligraphy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyrone's got the medieval calligraphy.
All right, our third cryo bag here is defrosting. Comments, observations.
Ivy spent a good portion since her embrace trying to, study the effects on the kindred body.
Mhm.
Just what we can do, what we can go through. And the second the process started, she started keeping notes in her head. What it felt like the vitae freezing in the veins. And she even went as far as to keep her eyes open for the process, wanting to see what the difference would be if, between Clyde and Tyrone, who probably closed theirs, to her, who left them open. But it was strange being aware for all of that. Kind of strange just being there in her own thoughts again. And for the most part, they just returned her patients back home. The care she usually shows them. How even in their darkest moments, they're still trying to live, and you don't see that here. These people are up, walking around just fine. They've got different augmentations to their body, different limbs, different capabilities, and yet none of them seem to either enjoy it, or they don't seem to be living at all.
Like weird kind of zombies shuffling around, huh?
And it just, her thoughts go to that guy she killed.
Mm.
How even as bland as the blood was, even though he was alive, really didn't show it. And she doesn't know what to think about that. She's gone out of her way not to kill people. She's kept herself in check ever since that frenzy party with Clyde going into the salt mine way back when they first met. And she's tried not to let that happen again. But this is the choice she made. And she doesn't really know how to feel about that. But in unfreezing, she's, again, just keeping notes in her head. Trying to focus in on that.
Does this experience add to any sort of well, I guess the obvious term would be medical, but I'm sure that you could write a thesis in several other subjects. But so far, especially you, Ivy, you've been denied your body at least 3 times. You've been staked, and of course there's a weird, you're conscious but you can't move. You've been frozen, and you've also been kind of hollowed out. You've been torn apart and put back together. Now, Ivy, as far as any of us are aware, is still here and with us. Does that lead to any thoughts on the connection between mind and body? If you could actually ditch your Ivy body and preserve yourself as thought, would you do that?
No. She wouldn't. It's an interesting thought. And maybe she'd help in the process if someone really wanted to. She'd never be able to herself. This has been... It's been an uphill battle for her to keep her own body, given everything going on.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not ready to give it up just yet. And not just that, but there are people that she still needs, that still need her, that she's not willing to leave behind like that just yet.
Even if it freed you from the curse?
It'd be going from one curse to another.
Oh. Now that's an interesting paper.
Yeah, sure, we're the Walking Dead, but I think not being able to walk properly, not being able to interact as we should, is more of a curse. Because like this, we can at least keep ourselves in check. We can cling to what humanity we have left.
Hmm.
What about when we're just a thought, trapped in some machine? What happens to us then?
That puts humanity in a whole different light. The way you understand it is this internal struggle. And it seems like for the people here, even Jessa, you'd watch her as you're thawing out, taking notes or attending to the others. She doesn't have that arm, and she has whatever other stuff is going on underneath that suit. And her struggle with humanity seems to be an external one. Well, it appears to be anyway. Interesting.
Maybe if I'd been born in this time frame, maybe it'd be different. All the more reason to get back home now, to where we belong.
Interesting. Well, the same thing. She'll want to take notes of anything that you want to divulge to her, or refrain to do so, or just overtly lie to her about. All of you are going to hear, the three of you that were defrosted here, are going to hear a bip, 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 and she looks over. At least one of them's waking. So in the middle of any note taking, or however long it takes, she'll go over to the slab. Now, for our two cuddle buddies here, which one of you has the higher humanity?
That is a good question.
Or are you tied?
I've got 5.
Oh, I got 6. I guess I do.
Whoa.
It's a race to the bottom,
Whoa.
folks. All right. Yeah.
Who's the bottom now?
All right.
Who's the bottom now?
Well, between the two of you, it seems like Wisp is actually waking up first. And so well, as you all who have been bagged, you might have the same or lower, but your rest was wholly artificial. And so not that she woke you up and the sun wasn't up, but you're probably active sooner than you might normally be. This is a prompt, me as the ST to you as the player, to think about your character. It tends to be that the lower your humanity, the later you sleep. So in this case, as you look at the time, you might be surprised that you are awake. The sun would be down, would be, at or below the horizon by this time that she's cycling you. So it's not like she woke you up and was like, haha, here's the sun. But coming out of this artificial torpor, this artificial sleep, because it really just was a moment frozen in time and then it continues, you are active again, perhaps before you normally would be. And then we can go over to the slab where between the two of them, well, Jessica or Wisp, I have some bad news. You're waking up next to a dead body who's not stirring.
Oh.
She looks really peaceful, though.
Listen, I chose to sleep I chose to sleep next to this corpse. I know what I'm waking up to.
This time it was voluntary.
This time. This time, let me tell you. This time.
Jessa comes around as you are also coming around in a different way. She rounds a corner. And any of you who came out of cryosleep, you're welcome to also be there or not, as Jessica goes to tend to her patient. But you're going to see her, and she'll welcome you back to the waking world. You're going to see what time it is. It will feel normal for you.
Okay.
And do you have any particular commentary? You got natural undead sleep. Did you dream? Do you actually just when you sleep you blank?
Well, being in this world has definitely been eye-opening. So I would definitely say there were some thoughts, going around in the undead head, or dead while I was sleeping, There's a difference, I guess. It's... I thought criminals, my sort of people, back where we were from, were pretty bad, but, seems like they got a few more extremes over here. Extremes that none of us could even dream of, Honor among thieves doesn't exactly seem to be a mantra around here, and if it is, well, it might not be as common. I definitely couldn't survive in a place like this. It's so dog-eat-dog, it's not even funny. Even the officials seem real hostile, It's just... the air sucks. I don't need to breathe, and even I know the air sucks. I mean, that's pretty bad,
Yeah.
I don't need to experience all of these, environmental things, and yet I can feel it. And I think back to my old crew and how they would have fared compared to everyone else, Jackrabbit would have loved this place. He would have ran around and mechanized or done something stupid with mechanics and all that, Darius would have hated this place. He hates everything, so that shouldn't be a surprise, but he'd hate this place in particular. Tyrese, he'd die his first day here. He wouldn't survive. He wouldn't make it. He'd flirt with the wrong person to get his head blown off.
Okay.
Viridian, well, if Viridian was here, if Viridian were still not breathing, he probably would have been on this slab with me.
So between Night City and Cleveland, you prefer Cleveland?
Yes. 100%.
Would this phrase be a fair comparison? The phrase of would you rather serve in heaven or rule in hell? Could that apply to your current situation?
I would say so, yeah. I definitely would. I mean, I'd say that to a T, to be honest. I mean, I would thrive in a place like this.
Oh, I'm sure.
But, my sort of, specialties, I mean, I'd be making all sorts of eddies or whatever they call the currency here, but I mean, that comes at a price. I mean, the people here seem less human than I am, and that says a lot. How can you be less human than human when you are human? That's a whole circle of things that just doesn't add up.
Well, you are free to give any notes, truths or lies to Jessa as you would like. As she will, she'll give you a brief interview and ask you for some notes. And then, at some point later, it doesn't have to be hours later, but then we will have Rose joining the world of the conscious among us. And so a similar prompt to you. You were the last one to rise. And what are your thoughts, feelings, observances, or did you actually have a blissful unconsciousness, or did something weigh heavy on you, or did other ideas occur to you? Take us into your mind as you're waking up.
As I come out of the rigor mortis of day's sleep, my body starts to relax, and then I immediately stiffen up again as I realize there's movement right next to me, and I sort of look over and see Wisp there, and I just make eye contact and sorry, I'm not used to waking up next to somebody. And I think I accidentally activate the blush of life because I'm so startled.
I like that. Oh.
Oh my.
You don't need to
Uh,
get all warm for me. I mean,
Well,
Yeah,
actually, you
she
bring up a good
blushes
point.
even more.
Wisp, you
Yeah.
need to rouse real quick, and
I do
because you
need to
didn't get
rouse.
frozen, and then Rose, you also need to
I need to eat too.
wake up, and then also rouse for rouse.
Oh,
ooh,
have
I
to-
got hungrier.
It's telling me I need to log in. I'll do that after my little scene.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and narrate, because I presume you're not going to try and eat the doctor, so we'll address hunger
Yeah.
later, because that'll actually be a part of the thing that you wanted to know more about last time anyway.
So, all of that happens. She's blushing furiously at this point. And then I kind of the events of last night and how we got here and things that have happened all kind of come rushing back, and I get very subdued, and I'm thinking about what I did and why I did it, and thinking about this place is so alien and wrong, but I could also see like this is the sort of place where a kindred could just blend into society, but that descent into losing your humanity is a little too easy. But they say that the road to hell is paved with good intentions, and Rose is aware of that. That's kind of what has happened so far. But even thinking about that and recognizing that this is a slippery slope, we have to be careful. It's still important enough to me that it sort of solidifies a pledge that I've made to myself that I'm only just now starting to really think about, of we need to get home. All of us need to get home. I need to get my coterie home, because this is not a good place for us. And so, wake up, nervous, jolt of, oh gosh, and then sort of reflecting and Rose is definitely a little subdued today, or tonight. But just crawl out of the slab and, start getting ready for the night.
I don't think the term came up when we were playing last time, but it would have been at least casually explained in the car ride, or you could have asked a couple at a couple other junctures. But for what you're talking about, especially Rose, the term cyberpsycho would come up, especially as that's the thing that you had fought in the underpass area. I don't know, do you think at all that as you can turn your nails into claws, I mean, so could this person. I mean, he had two like blades just snicked coming right out of his arms. Is that an uncomfortable closeness, or is it far enough away that you're like, no, that I'm not him and he's not me, kind of a thing? What are your thoughts on this, and in reflection on the term cyberpsycho and your experience with one of these things?
There's definitely some parallels with the idea that, humans can now, in some ways, do very similar things to what kindred and maybe other supernaturals can do. But at the same time, the idea that they can go cyberpsycho and they lose their humanity doesn't equal the same thing as a kindred losing their humanity, because the kindred, at least as far as I have been educated by my sire and his sire before him and Camarilla society in general, we're damned. We don't have souls. Whereas these humans, once they die, if they go cyberpsycho, there's nothing that I would be aware of that indicates that their soul is then damned. Whereas kindred, like myself, we are. So we have to be that much more careful, because you lose your humanity, you go frenzying, you go breaking the masquerade, you're going to get put down. And then what happens to you? Because your soul is committed to a particular location, presumably, if what everyone says is true.
Interesting insight. Well, for all of you, with the things that you've experienced, you've thought about, you've reflected upon, now that you all are awake and you have your senses about you, and in fact, Jessa in particular is going to watch your reaction to Blush of Life, and she'll appear very fascinated by it. And in fact, on her mask, so as she analyzes you, it for all of you, it was a skull indicating that you are dead. As your Blush of Life, as she's coming over and she's examining you because she finds it fascinating that you just see the color returning to your skin and things like not needing to think about breathing and blinking or other, what we as living beings take for granted. The display on her face wavers slightly. You don't get a half and half, but you would at least see maybe just the hint of an eye as it statics out between full skull and just a partial face. And she can even point with her red arm. She says that she'll flick your stats up on the screen, whatever that means. Although she does kind of make a flicking motion, and you and the others, you're welcome to gather around as well. She tells you that while you've been out, she has studied you, in between also procuring some more artificial blood and the other things that she needs to do for her own living during the day. And while you are blushing, and these what's the Specs, you can uniquely help me. What's the name for the background stuff? Is sympathetic, like your non-manual breathing, your blinking and everything. Are those the sympathetic responses of your body, or?
Yeah, those are like,
okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, woohoo! I'm SMRT. So
smart.
you can so she'll go through all of you, and then at this point she'll compare dormant rose to now blushed rose, and there's just like the faintest hint, you see little sparkles where her body is sending signals through her nerves.
Well, I've never made anyone sparkled before, so.
Oh, she's a sparkly vampire.
Yeah.
So McCoy, it's like that one TV show you watched the other day.
Now, what I've found to be most fascinating, and I only have time to go over this briefly with you before I need to get you to the fixer, is that, and she makes a couple gestures as your profiles and stuff show up on screen, and what it will boil down to through her presentation and asking for clarification. Clyde, most likely you're gonna like lean over and be like, Ivy, you gotta translate this for me.
Translation provided.
None of you have complete gene sequences.
Huh. Well, that's surprising.
And she doesn't know what a completed one would look like.
We also don't leave fingerprints or DNA, so you have fun trying to figure that one out too.
The fingerprints are easy. You don't produce bodily oils unless she looks over to you, Rose, kind of walks over, takes your hand. Do you feel as if you're secreting oil through your skin?
I don't know. I'll go over to one of the cryo tubes, and because presumably it has glass, and I'll just put my hand on the glass and press it firmly and pull it away, see if I leave fingerprints.
Since you're already roused, I would let you if you try. So if you want to make another rouse check to like stir your blood and to get that part of you to do that, then I think that would be appropriate.
I feel like I succeeded both of the rouse checks earlier, so I'm willing to risk it.
There we go.
Rose and Bluejoy are curious. Yes.
Look at that. Yeah, you. Oh, it's a beautiful night. Oh, I feel so good. Got a full day's
I gotta
rest.
sleep next to Wisp now.
Yeah.
3 rounds. Succeeded all 3.
Yes.
I failed mine, so I mean, you took all of my magic.
Rose, the thrice roused. You think about it. And you pull your hand away, and you can see fingerprints on the tube. Not that you're not dripping oil or something, but
the fact that any is there is amazing to Rose.
We can't. I'm not fucking saying that. That would be wild.
Fascinating. I'd like to collect this as further medical evidence. But as I was saying, yes, you are complete people, creatures, whatever you are. But you're not complete. Each of you are. It's odd. I look at it, and it's like there's a beginning and an end, but that's not exactly how this works. There's as a human, you have a complete DNA sequence, a profile. I can scan through it. I can parse through it. I could tell you that in life, you two, Clyde, Ivy, with near certainty, what a child of yours would look like. Or even if you wanted it to appear differently, it's easy enough to rearrange the gene sequences. We do that often enough here. But I can't do that here. And it seems as if when you intake others, there's something that you have them become a part of you. You filter them, you transform them. And it becomes this kind of version of this sequence that you are. You're a filter. You're a net. You're some sort of assimilation being. Clyde, you're welcome to have a traumatic experience, because, I mean, that's fancy medical talk for exactly what happened to you in the lab back in real world.
I mean, I don't think he necessarily has anything to say.
Maybe not, just
Realist.
prompting it, that
Yeah.
this is.
Yeah. Rather instead, he's just looking at all of this, and what she's saying, and I think the vast majority of it is going right over his head, honestly. But what isn't is just the whole like her basically saying that he's artificial, and he's given her funny looks, like almost scandalous, like, what'd you call me? Like that.
Actually, this would be great timing for you. Like, you're figuring out leaning it in, and you're getting, kind of whatever, frustrated or upset. But I have noticed that between you two, and she, beep boop bop, makes the Clyde and Ivy, you do share a slight overlay here. It's stronger. And I don't know why. You could tell me if you can understand it. I mean, obviously out of character to, we know that you're bloodbound.
Mm.
And Ivy has very, very faint traces of the rest of, well, except you, Wisp. But it looks as if the rest of you have very, very slight overlays with her composition as well.
Which just raises a brow like,
oh yeah, strange times indeed.
I'm sorry, did you guys like go through some molecular like fusion together, or like what
Hey, witch.
is going on there?
Are you capable of
That's one way
absorbing
of
each
putting
other?
it.
Rose is beat red at this point.
Well,
Red face.
there is a way for one to consume one another, but it is a very violent and forbidden tact.
Yeah, we don't really talk about it.
It's forbidden.
It's only forbidden if you kill the person while doing it, though.
No. Well,
No, the act in itself is forbidden. What?
Look, as much as I would love to play the Diablo Dosido, this isn't really.
Clyde's gonna smack Wisp.
Oh, what?
Don't just go saying that shit.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Look,
We don't know
there-
what's going to
there-
count. We don't know what's going to count.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
There
Would
was an
be.
event not that long ago, and you can say I carry a piece of these guys inside of me from it. Clyde more so, but that's.
Well,
very
he's your
amounts of
husband,
stories.
so I mean, that makes sense.
Again, varying amounts. of
Tyrone's gonna
stories.
slap Wisp too.
I'm trying
Just after the fact.
Seeing
Thank you,
Tyrone
Tyrone.
take a swipe at Wisp, I try to block it. He's way too strong to be doing that.
Oh my
Does she
god.
actually stop it?
I would try to stop. I do have rapid reflexes.
I mean, so do I.
They're just like ninja posing
That's,
at each other.
that's a reactionary thing, though.
Jesus.
Completely keep deflecting each other.
Let's just get. Okay. Oh, okay. Hey, my face is pretty. Don't fuck with my face. Come on. This is not that serious. Well, it is, but it's not.
Parts of a whole are able to absorb
Look,
each other.
we know why. We just can't explain it.
Trade secrets. There's
Although,
NDAs
to be
involved.
fair,
I better learn these trade secrets after. Get the fuck out of here, Jesus.
if we are in
It's-
fact in the future, that means that whatever we do here will not follow us back.
That's an assumption, I think.
Yeah, that's
could be.
assuming we even can get back.
However
We
many
will
of you
get
there
that.
are, I don't know how easy this would be, but would it be possible that one of you could absorb the others? What would happen
Okay,
what would happen if the sequence was completed?
We're not going there.
Okay.
We call that an end of
That-
the world for us, is the best way we can put it.
That's dangerous territory right there.
Let's not think about that.
It
That's
seems even
actually
your
a
own
good
people
idea.
have laws against such a thing. It must be dangerous then.
Very.
Well,
Alright, so about this fixer that you're setting us up with.
yes, walk with me to my ambulance. I'm gonna fly us there.
Okay.
Ivy just reaches over, pats top of Wisp's head. Good girl.
You fucking... Okay, at least you didn't slap me like your man did. And his best friend. Well, if he tried to.
To be fair, you deserve those.
I
And she'll take Clyde's hand after.
do not think I did. However, we can agree to disagree.
Tyrone leans over as like you did, and then walks away with the rest of the group.
Oh my... I think I'd rather put up with Darius than the two of these. I think I'd rather put up with the Ventru. Oh my god, alright. Darius would have slept.
Go ahead.
Go on. No, you're
Alright.
good. Go ahead.
In the ambulance, which was a nice, sleek, smooth, like a white work van with the bars on the bottom. Very slim, though, Clyde. Jessa tells you all that over the time that you were sleeping, she was able to get 10 more bags of artificial blood that you all are welcome to have.
Yes.
Oh my god, yes. Please. Please and crackers. Peas and crackers.
Remember, it's 2 for 1, so however you all split it, you could split it evenly. Or if you don't, it's you slake one hunger for every 2 bags that you down. And remember, the bags are there's no mechanics necessarily, but it is for sure. It's a weird compatibility struggle. You're trying to digest something that is. It's weird. It's just I don't know. It'd be like you're used to drinking like Mexican Coke, right? Real cane sugar. And then you have a Diet Coke with artificial, and it's like a vastly different. It's still wet. It still satisfies thirst, but the experience is very different, as well as the nutritional content. So,
I'm
Disgusting.
definitely taking a sip of that.
Good thing Tyrone has Iron Gullet. Nom, 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 nom. Also gonna kill myself real quick.
Yeah.
Ivy's gonna look over at Clyde. How you holding up?
And Clyde's gonna... He actually just looks down to the ground, squeezes Ivy's hand. I'm gonna be good for a while.
Alright. I know you have a thing against this kind of blood, but
Oh, thank God.
you and I have our own little workaround on it.
I'm full.
Yeah,
And if
you don't have to
needed-
worry about me none. If you need anything, though, I got you covered.
You know I'm always worried about you.
You know, because I get in some more trouble, huh?
No, not just that. I do love you after all.
What would I do if you weren't there to save me?
You probably would have died in a horrible fire by now. But she'll be taking a couple bags at least.
Yeah. Definitely need a bag or two.
well, yeah, you got 10. Apportion them before we go on. If y'all are drinking to heal or do
All right,
something
who's
else.
wanting bags and who doesn't want bags? This is the question. Who's taking bags and who
Ivy's-
isn't?
Ivy's taking at least 2. If there's 2 left
Okay.
over, she'd like to have them to bring herself back down.
I don't think they would help me. I'm barely hungry.
I still have 2 from when Clyde didn't want to drink his last night, so Tyrone wouldn't mind like parting with his share.
Oh, can I take? I'd take Tyrone, sure, if he doesn't want it.
Tyrone just holds his bags away from you. It's just like wine.
I think
That's
take them.
insane.
Here you
Wow,
go.
that's
Thank
crazy.
you, Tyrone.
I grab my
But-
share and hand them to Wisp.
Thank you.
All right. Is it just Tyrone and Wisp that are healing, or is anyone else healing also?
Ivy healed while writing her notes out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want
Hence
to.
the need for 4 blood bags.
Yeah, I went down from 4 hunger to 2 hunger thanks to these blood. I'm like, thank the heavens. And I'm at full now too, so
Oh, you're still hungry?
I had 2 hunger. It's fine.
Tyrone
I-
reaches into his coat and pulls out the 2 Clyde gave him, and then reluctantly hands them over to Wisp, just like, yeah.
My knight in shining armor.
Do not tempt me, witch. Still
You're not
firmly in my grasp.
You're not my type. Don't worry.
See to it that stays that way. And I plop it into her hands.
All right, I am going down to 1 hunger then, I guess. Thank you. All right.
No problem.
Then for the 2 of you in this moment where you're chugging blood and healing, well, Tyrone, you would experience this on a more macro level, as inside you can feel the screw undo itself from your bones. Like it's twisting out because your bone is pushing the screw out.
Oh no. Pardon me, physician?
Yes.
Is it possible to reapply these screws you put into me from before?
Accelerated healing. Are you doing this on purpose? Is this something that you're controlling?
No. On some levels, one could control this, but how it works is our bodies tend to reset.
Do you still have ag damage on you then, or did you heal that?
Oh, I still have ag damage.
Okay.
I haven't healed a single ag.
All right. So yeah, we're starting on twist. Very well. We'll reapply. I guess try not to heal.
Oh no!
Any superficial, like this would probably be prominent on you, Wisp, because you have superficial. You're healing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Where you have wounds and the skin is closing on like the puckers of the skin as the bullet holes are closing, you're finding a metallic sheen at the edges of your wound that grows like a little like more noticeable and shinier. And when your skin closes, you have just this weird splotch of silver on your skin.
Huh. And that color would look good on my nails. Not sure about my skin, but you know.
It seems to flake and fall off.
That's good, at least. Strange. That's huh. Good. That's not permanent. That's amazing.
Ivy, you're very observant. You would have seen something similar. Now it wasn't as pronounced as what I described, because this was like you know, shotgun and blood while you're like healing. But as you're having your quiet moment of taking notes, on the wounds that you are closing, you would also see a very slight metallic sheen form at the ragged ends, and then when the skin closes up, it's just sort of like a dust on your skin.
Huh. That's... That's odd. It's very odd.
Is that them microplastics they keep talking about on the television?
Not even plastics, they're machines.
Huh?
I just drank a machine.
This is metal dust.
They're very small. They're meant to help humans repair themselves from the inside more quickly. I guess your bodies have no need of them.
Sir McCoy, it is like the Metal Gear game. Nanomachine stuff.
Just as Tyrone's body was rejecting the screw, it seems as if when your filter, the filter of your self, was stripping the necessary elements from the artificial blood, this other stuff, the unneeded things, the small machines were rejected and pushed through your body.
I'm still caught up with the whole there's little robot guys in the blood. All right. Suddenly them homeless people down back home screaming about government putting things in the vaccines makes sense.
Well, I guess
Archaic
they
technology
can
used
rest peacefully.
to reflect and refract 5G signals.
Well, I guess
maybe the windmills do cause cancer.
Let's just not tell them they'll be right at some point in history. They'll be right at some point. Not the moment they're complaining about it, but at some point they're right.
Clyde, of everyone here, you've been both the most engaged in the things that I've said, but the most confused. I'll tell you what. If you'd like, why don't you sit in the front of the ambulance while I take us out to the fixer? Being able to sit in the cockpit of the AV might give you a new perspective, more than what screens in the back of and on displays from cameras can show you.
All right. I'll bite. What you want? You want me to drive this thing, or?
It won't be necessary, but you're welcome to attempt it.
You'll let me try.
Within reason.
Oh boy.
A show of good faith.
Seatbelts.
All right. We'll take it around the block.
The rest of you, please sit in the back and strap in. We're going to be traveling a little ways out of the city.
Yep.
Okay. Clyde is he's gonna get up in the front, figure out are there keys?
Nope.
Or is this thing just like a press on?
Just a bunch of buttons. Yep.
Oh God. All right. Well,
Yay.
conveniently, drive is a universal skill. No matter how fucking stupid this man is.
Mr. 22 counts of a dangerous, reckless driving.
You as the
let's do this.
demigod Kindred in Night City, where there's 3 different driving skills for the mere humans, native to the setting.
A car is a car.
I am as a god.
Oh my God. All right. Yeah, Clyde is gonna go ahead and drive the vehicle.
She sets the controls to
imagine-
English for you also, so you see all the buttons like they change, and then
What were they before?
moon runes.
He's looking at it. He's like, "What's all this pig Latin?" Like,
Just press the one that says liftoff. That'll do for now.
All right, that's good enough.
Yep. Everything is nice and controlled. You come up. Since she's placed everything in manual mode, she's then asking you to press the button to retract the runners. Take you through bit by bit, turning, and there's no. This might hurt your soul. There's no control stick. It's all done through buttons.
Oh.
But you can hit buttons and it'll respond.
He hits a couple buttons and he thinks about it for a second. And he's like, Tyrone,
Oh,
you got that
yes,
PS4
sir.
controller? You got that PS4 controller on you?
Oh, I was meaning to trade it into the stop of games to get a better one due to the square button not being receptive, but yes, I do.
Bring it over here, I
pull
got
out-
an idea.
I pull it out from my cord with a USB cord. It's just like, here you go.
God, it's like
Hey.
hooking up to Mario Kart over here. All right.
Okay, well, guys, Clyde's about to earn his 20-second count of reckless driving. Strap in.
He drives it using a PS4 controller.
Jessa
Somehow
looks-
it works.
Yeah, very very oddly down at the controller. Like this format. Oh, we can make it work. One moment.
At least it's not
I
a
know
lie
that your
detector.
eyes would never stray, Clyde, but as she is bending over to tweak this and that, Jessa is she's a ample and hard worker. So she gets the controller in. If this is preferred, just in case though, I will override if it's necessary. She makes a flick of her red hand. A destination comes up. The whole map, whole route plotted out. If you want to drive us there yourself manually, then go ahead. Just follow the line.
By some work of magic, because it works, he's doing it and it's working. Oh man, Jermaine will be so jealous.
Indeed. Splendid work, Sir Clyde.
So there's a few times where there's some proximity sensors. You know the rules of the road, but where you're going, you don't need roads. So there's a couple times when there's beep 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 beep, and a quick shift. All of you in the back, of course, you get to do the coordinated Star Trek, like in your seats.
Whoa.
Yeah. But the traffic gets lighter as you're zooming out of Night City, and the light pollution is fading away. It is a nice clearer night, very brisk, and before you, maybe it's better, but it's also barren, dusty wasteland desert. These are the Badlands. Every so often you can see a little campfire, or you might see some motorcycles like ramping up off of a sand dune beneath you as you're zooming out over the desert. But it is distinctly different than Night City. Comparatively a lot flatter, almost no light, and you've only been shot at maybe once or twice. Pause if you have any commentary. If you're like, okay, I get it, it's Night Desert, we're good, then we can keep going.
Clyde's probably gonna make some comment about Mad Max, but
Yeah, you can do that.
I can see your. Oh wait, go ahead.
go for it.
I can see your point, Mr. McCoy. However, the desert has a strange beauty to it.
Yeah. You know, starting to wonder if the stars is still the same, or if all of that has changed too.
Well,
Could find out.
given given how much time has passed, some may have disappeared. Maybe new constellations even appeared.
Disappear? What do you mean disappeared?
Well, I'm not sure if you are aware of this, Sir McCoy, but apparently there's quite a few stars that are just dying planets. Their light hasn't reached our planet yet, or is reaching our planet, and it just hasn't disappeared quite yet.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
The same stuff I was explaining to you a while ago.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe that people have died over such musings of the stars.
I mean, the stars are amazing, is all I'm gonna say.
Yes, but as Galileo once said, well, I don't remember his exact quote. I do remember, however, he said the world was round and he was murdered for it.
Yeah, well, fuck that guy.
What's your beef with Galileo? Or was it the guy who murdered him? Who do you have beef with?
I am slightly perplexed too, Sir McCoy. What hit you?
He doesn't clarify. He doesn't
Oh my
clarify.
God. Ivy, I have a fear that your husband may be a flat earther.
Ivy just kind of comes up
What is
behind,
this
sets her
madness?
hands on his shoulders. Clyde, please elaborate for my own sanity.
He just winks at Ivy.
For once, Wisp and Tyrone are horrified on the same page. Just like,
Clyde does know that the Earth is round, but it's funnier just to say "fuck that guy" just because he got killed.
Fucking
What's
everyone
next?
at this point shaking her
You
head
gonna-
like,
You gonna tell me you gonna tell me you have beef with Mozart next or Beethoven? Bach?
well, to be fair,
What?
Sir Bach's musical taste is a little derivative.
You could say it was botched.
Oh,
But,
a
alright.
fine jest there, Sir McCoy.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Pardon me, physician. Has there been actual constellations that have been lost from a certain time?
I don't know offhand which ones you're used to their being.
I
And
can have a look when we land and get out.
astronomy is not exactly my forte.
Oh, my apologies.
Wasn't mine either, but it's one of the rabbit holes I continuously went down.
I can download
Astronomy?
the files easily enough, but I don't have anything to compare them to versus your own experience with the stars.
I see.
Astronomy, astrology, astronomy, they're kind of the same thing.
One's a science, which the other is, never mind. Pray me no mind, which follow your heart.
Aye, aye, brave knight.
The landing gear comes down as the route guidance has you circling around a very lonesome-looking ranch out in the Badlands. On this clear night, you can see the moon coming down on many solar panels on top of an old barn, and a few have placed elsewhere. No animals are present. They could just be in the barn. There are vehicles that would be tractors, not quite like what you're used to, of course, but at least you're getting more normal-ish looking vehicles out here in the rural lands outside of Night City. After I introduce you, I will be departing. I have work elsewhere, and Maisie, your fixer, can take it from here.
Very well. I appreciate your assistance thus far.
And I hope that you'll be able to assist me more in the near future. Maisie and I have a working relationship. If you help her, you'll help me. It's how things go here. Money comes and goes. Trading favors is a lot more current. It is real. And if you know how to trade favors in this place, you'll know how to survive. I hope that's not too foreign of a concept to you all.
Lucky for you. You come from a pretty similar background on that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid it's all too familiar.
Fascinating, the parallels. Anyway, Clyde, please, the landing sequence.
Yeah. And he'll go ahead and just sit there and, like, do what he needs to get the thing to lower, and it's relatively smooth ride.
Bro just hits the Konami code and...
There's a whole big kick up of dust, and the back of the ambulance opens up. Now, Jessa is going to stay in the ambulance as she bids you all adieu for now.
One more thing.
Yes?
Thanks again.
You're welcome. I appreciate the exchange. I was able to, if not learn from you, at least be challenged with questions I never thought to ask before. And you can offer some solutions to other mysteries, as I've indicated earlier. Maybe this will work out for everyone.
Yeah.
But I will say, in Night City, there are often large prices to be paid. We have legends of people who are willing to think big, act bigger. Whatever's going to be needed to address Tess Acton, you'll need to ensure that you are as the legends of our city.
Conveniently for you.
Remember?
We, you could say we are legends.
Prove it then. Words are wind.
You shall remember the name of Tyrone Jaegerstein.
All right, so you all step out as the back door opens, closes as you're exiting. There's the swirl of dust, and standing in the dust is your fixer, one Maisie, a daytime picture of her. She's not dressed for the chill of the desert night, though you see that on her, her shoulders, and as she has turned away a little bit, as there's some dust and probably like a tumbleweed kind of blowing by as well, you can also see that on her exposed back of her skin, it seems as if it's been replaced with flexible solar panels.
Maddie.
Yeah.
We can't see the image.
You can't. Oh no!
No.
Why? I put it on the map here. Let me.
We see
How
it
about
on
that?
stream, but not on.
Yeah, we see it on stream, but not on the Roll20. Nope, not yet.
Why is it?
Oh, I was embarrassed to say anything. I thought I was just being dumb.
Check bring to front. That's not doing anything.
Okay, is it on the GM layer?
No, it's on the token layer.
Okay.
That's odd.
Just get rid of the other one.
All right.
The other token. There you go.
Does that help?
Hey, there he is.
Yeah,
All right.
we can see it now.
So, a lot of skin. Most of it that's exposed is looks like very flexible solar panels for shoulders, back, going down. She has 2 long braids and a leather cowboy hat with some sunglasses that maybe you could appreciate there, Clyde. The tips of her fingers, just the tips, are also metallic. And
Just the tip.
she carries 2 6-shooters in holsters on her sides. Welcome to my ranch. I believe we have some business to discuss. Follow me.
Yeah, pleasure and all that. We're the Devil's Due.
Ah, Maisie,
Indeed.
I'm your fixer for this evening. It's a pleasure. She'll turn around and extend a hand to you.
Clyde will take it, give a proper shake and all of that.
She is very warm. Not like you got to do like a panic test. She is running very warm, and you can see from those shoulders that there's that shimmer, like that heat shimmer, that little distortion, especially on a cool autumn night out in the desert like this.
Huh. You know, you kind of remind me of an engine. Running hot there.
That's why I need to stay so ventilated.
Yeah.
But like an
Sure,
engine,
you got
I
a
get a
couple
lot
things.
done.
Guess so. My name's Clyde. This is Ivy. My
Pleasure.
direct partner. Over here is Tyrone, Rose, and Wisp.
She'll shake each of your hands. Tyrone, especially for you, she will try to give you a really firm squeeze. It's not an unnaturally strong, but she does have some good, she's got a good grip.
Oh, are you trying to test my strength there?
Yes.
Very well. Let us do this. And I squeeze back.
A slight, her fingertips give like a little spark as you're like squishing. All right. I gotcha.
Oh, pray forgive me. I get a little overzealous in competition.
I was told that you were out of towners, but I didn't expect that you wouldn't quite understand anyway. That you're going to need that for what we're going to discuss. That's good. No harm. Anyway, let me be your gracious hostess. Step into my ranch.
Very.
Yeehaw. I am. Yep. This is gonna step it in.
She takes her hat off and the sunglasses, puts them up on a rack. You can see on the inside of the house, it's very comfy. It doesn't look as old and dusty as the outside does. There's a very nice there's a sound system somewhere, and it's playing some quaint music in the background. There's some displays that are up, and there's a wonderful roaring fire keeping the chill autumn air out of here. Have a seat. Can I get you anything to drink? Before I, introduce you to a couple others that you'll get to know.
I think we're fine.
You wouldn't happen to have a nice cup of coffee I could smell, would you?
You can smell.
Yes, I'm on a diet of sorts.
Ah,
But I enjoy the smell of coffee.
no caffeine. Mormon?
Oh no, just trying something new.
Oh,
Hold on. There's some more here. What do you mean?
there's
They
what?
still exist?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, precisely. They're still around. Like, okay.
Yeah, so are Buddhist monks. It's
You got a
cyberpunk,
point.
Mm.
not like cyber forget everything you ever known.
It'd be great if it was that, however. Oh no.
With that surprise, everyone would be like, "I told you, Sir McCoy, that
The
this is like that
runners
one
of
world the
Latter-day
Witcher
Saints.
predicted."
The runners.
The runners of Latter-day Saints. Wow.
I hate it. Okay.
Oh my god.
She goes to the kitchen to go make a cup of coffee. You all are
I bet
left
so.
in the living room here with
Ooh.
two others who are definitely dressed. Well, they're more modest apparently than Maisie is, and they also have more overt augmentation to their bodies than just some metallic fingertips and solar panel skin.
Whoa.
Good morrow, fellows.
Huh. Well, look at you. The guy with the long, wild hair stands up. Comes close. Choom, where's your chrome?
Ah, I sport the metal of man from within my heart.
What the fuck are you talking about? Hazy! What the fuck is he talking about? I don't know, Hazy. He's speaking, I think he's speaking English, but I ain't following.
He got internals. His internals.
Huh. Huh.
He talks like a medieval knight. That's his whole thing. If you don't know old Middle English from God knows how long.
You're one of
ago.
them fuckers who plays elf lines online. I gotcha. All right. God.
Elfland?
His
Yeah.
vocal modulator is sort of messed up. He can only speak in fantasy speech.
Look, I get it. I played that game for a while, but I had other things to do. Figured it would be nice to go out and work and get paid instead of paying out. Don't let that shit distract you, though.
I feel like there's been a misunderstanding.
Just go with it.
Yes, shut Tyra. Shush. Shushy, shushy.
Just
Finger to his lips.
ugh.
You-
Maisie comes back in with a cup of coffee and hands it to you, Tyrone.
Ah, thank you, madam. You are a saintess from above. And I take a deep inhale of the coffee and enjoying every bit of it.
A
Not
saint,
gonna drink it, though.
nothing of the sort. Don't know if I'm much of a sinner, though. Maybe after our job, I'll get to wear that title a little bit more prominently. Jessa told me that you had an interest in Tess Acton.
You could say that, yeah.
Indeed, she's a scoundrel.
Scoundrel,
One way
yeah.
of putting it.
That is. Here, tell you what, have a seat. I need to show you a couple things here before I talk more formal business. She's gonna move over to. She's gonna move over here to be by the screens, so you all are allowed to sit. You're allowed to sit where you would wish. As we have Paisy, and we have Hazy, and we have Maisie.
Oh my god, is that what she looks like?
Yeah, Jessica's looking respectfully. Jessica
Hell you are.
is looking respectfully.
Jesus.
Oh, got my hand caught in something. Ow. That hurt a lot.
Any of you sitting close to the fire? Like right here next to Paisley?
I mean,
No.
Rose would be to the left of the fireplace, just sort of standing up, like one shoulder kind of against the wall, just leaning back a little bit.
Oh, okay. Like right over here.
Yeah, I tried bringing my token on it. It's not there. I don't know if it's underneath the
All right.
thing.
I can see it. So I don't know. It might just be Roll20 being Roll20.
I think it's rolled. Oh, there I am.
I'm this little single seater right here. Just, you know,
Wisp is-
totally paying attention.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm sitting next to Ivy. We're probably gonna sit on the same couch as Hazy, I think it is.
Okay.
If he's sitting in the middle, Clyde's just gonna walk up to him and be like, "Scoot."
and I'll sit next to Paisley, but on the other side.
Ah, you two is together, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Indeed,
Do
they
what
make
you-
one handsome couple.
That's fine. I'll move over here. You can sit close to the displays. So Hazy moves to sit here. And then that would leave Tyrone sitting next to Paisley, and then Clyde and Ivy can be on the love seat by the displays.
Oh,
Wonderful. Oh, I made two of
there's
me.
two Clydes.
There's two of me.
That's one too many.
Double
Clyde's
Clyde,
learned
double
the
trouble.
clone technique, yeah.
Clyde Calamity. There we go. The Calamity Clyde.
Oh, thank you. I couldn't make his box bigger.
There we go.
I don't know how to put myself in there, but I'm there in spirit, guys.
You're there in spirit, indeed.
What Tess, not what Tess, what Maisie's gonna go over is she gives you a, she uses her fingertips, her metallic fingertips, and she does more of this flicking action that you saw Jessa do similarly. You get a history on Tess Acton, and apparently her middle name is Rebecca, and she was a newcomer onto the scene. She was a newcomer onto the scene. This would be now about 80 years ago, and has significantly grown Iteration X, as she was just sort of out of the blue during very tough times. She came in, she brought organization to the city, and IX, Iteration X, ended up becoming an axle around which everything else was built. In traditional cyberpunk lore, this would be a similar role to what Night Corp would do. Now, what Iteration X does, it brings a lot of order, and they keep a very strict order on communication, on a lot of things, and it focuses first in Corpo Plaza, and then, well, you were at the periphery of the city, so there was less order there. But everything goes through Iteration X. It's not overt. I don't have like a whole like fireside speech written out. I'm giving you the notes of this conversation as she's putting up dates and profile pictures and stuff. This person on this day, blah blah blah. You're getting a little documentary from her. But everything in the city runs through Iteration X, and as such, it is created the diametrically opposed living conditions that you've seen. And while Tess herself hasn't been seen in over the last 25 years, the policies put in place by her and Iteration X continue. And it has caused a lot of societal unrest. It's caused a lot of haves and have-nots. It's caused division as people will choose to join this order of Iteration X. And in so doing, they live an orderly, structured life. And in return, they get the niceties of the city. Syndicate Bank comes in as a parallel company that has done a lot of funding around the city, and in particular backs projects that Iteration X puts forward first. There's other corporations that do other things that presumably are outside the control of Iteration X, but Syndicate Bank favors all Iteration X companies first. Now, interestingly enough, especially because they're neighbors, and again, you're getting like the sweeping, the buildings turning in Corpo Plaza, you have Pentex. Pentex is a corporation that does a lot of things, especially it is seen for the downtrodden. They're not seen as being as greedy as the others. And in fact, a bit of a rebellious streak. Pentex almost seems to stand at odds against Iteration X. They offer their own kind of communication network. They offer their own types of items, products, and jobs, and is seen as an oppositional force, but one that has never been able to garner the power, the money, and the influence that Iteration X has. So again, a parallel in traditional cyberpunk lore, this would be kind of like in Corporate Plaza, you have, in 2077 anyway, you have the Arasaka building, and then like across the road is Militech, and then you get like the Hatfields and McCoys looking at each other through their office building windows, just waiting for someone to make a wrong move before they got to fetch their scatter gun. So you're shown a brief history, the development of Night City, how it has come to these extremes, and how that there's just an overwhelmingly exerted force on everyone. That Iteration X is, it would be a monopoly, except no one in the government has declared it as such, for reasons that you're welcome to speculate. Because of this selling out, this unnaturalness, this, the fact that everything else in the city, it is Night City, and yet Iteration X stands out with this, white and blue building. It is the center of everything. It feels, despite the influence and the money that can come for working for IX, it has always felt wrong. It's caused a lot of discontent, and there's a lot of people who'd love to see that Tess, or the building, and the company that Tess Acton had developed, being strangers out of nowhere, which have a resounding similarity to you all, to be brought down. And that's something that I believe you're here because Jessa saw something in you that you could help us out in that regard. Would I be correct in presuming you could do something like that? Cause a little mischief and mayhem?
A little.
Mischief might as well be my middle name. Mischief might as well just be my middle name. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
It's
That's,
something we excel in.
Things, yes.
Let's can break it down for you. I'm the driver and the gunman. Ivy over here is our techie. Right down here, Rose is very much a brute force in nature, and so is Tyrone. And then Wisp. Wisp is a bit of a trickster, so we're all set up.
Huh, Jessa brought me a whole damn crew.
I would require one thing, though.
What do you require?
A blade. Preferably a robust one. One that's able to crack through heavier armor.
Okay. As you say a blade, she bends forward and she starts drawing a blade out of her boot. She stays bent forward as you are further clarifying the type that you need. Huh.
Even Rose is looking at this point.
Yeah.
Tyrone's not looking. He's too busy talking about what kind of sword he needs.
Yeah,
Especially the one the size of a man. He's slightly taller than I am.
Wisp just grabs her shoulder and just starts shaking her, like, pointing, just shaking her. It's like, look.
If it's able to be heavy, that would be ideal. It must be able to crash through skull and metal and bone alike.
I got you, big boy. I think I might have something out in my barn for you.
Oh, why thank you.
Now she flips the knife in her hand. The mischief in particular, and she actually whips the knife down onto the wooden table, and she presses a button to make a map come up that has Corporate Plaza. So the way to handle things here is we've had some unfortunate legends in the past cause a lot of collateral damage. That's a whole other part of Night City that isn't important for the moment. But I would like to try and have as few casualties as possible. I simply need to make sure that this organization is brought down, and preferably from the inside. That might mean collapsing the building, or finding Tess herself in an office, or in some sort of network, or whatever someone like her would have been able to do. But it would mean that you might possibly be discovered, shot at, chased, or a whole slew of other things that are not too pleasant to discuss. I have rebreathers if you need them. I have plugs for your nose and a few other things that I can certainly spare if you're willing to help us out in the cause. But you gotta know before anything else, if you're gonna help us bring her down, your life is gonna be on the line.
If it is to smite this wicked creature, no price is too high.
Not like we haven't done jobs like this before.
You've
We
done
either
this
bring
before.
down the castle.
What's the name of your crew? I don't know if I've ever... I can't say I've placed your faces.
Again, Devil's Due.
With a Z.
Devil's
No,
Due.
Tyrone.
Now that's a slick name.
Yeah.
Well, you pull this off and the Devil's Due will be known from here to Pacifica. Now, she draws the tower. Iteration X being the center of everything is not an easy place to get into. Especially if, well, you're like us. And she points to herself and also over to Paisy and Hazy. Because of their control over so much, they can detect all sorts of chrome. That would include even internals. She looks over at you, Tyrone.
I assure you, madam, this will not be a problem.
Well, I trust Jess's judgment to measure such things. She wouldn't just drop off anyone here for the plan if she didn't think you couldn't get through their security and their scanning systems. They have cameras everywhere. Huh, I don't suppose any of you have some sort of a trick where you can't just disappear.
I look over at the witch.
At this point, Rose.
It's disappearing.
Yeah. At
Actually,
this
if
point,
you have a
Rose,
way for me
Clan.
to...
What's that?
I was gonna say, at this point, Rose will like duck behind Wisp's chair,
Mm-hmm.
activate what's it called? Unseen passage. And then I will walk over to behind, say, Paisy, and I will tap her on the shoulder.
Oh, is that makes you invisible to mortals?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I have to rouse for that though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gonna make yourself hungry just to show off.
We'll see if my yes.
Woo!
Jesus.
Yeah.
You
Crazy.
know, that just means when
Oh.
we need it, you're gonna get hungry.
It's okay, guys. I'm gonna fail every single roll once we're actually on.
Yeah,
the
when it
mission.
matters, right?
Wait.
Yep.
When you tap,
that
is
feeling.
that when the ability drops then? Like if you interact or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Once I interact with anything, I become visible.
All right. So you know do.
But the whole thing
Tap, tap.
takes me like 3 seconds, maybe.
What
Like,
the
I see me
shit?
disappear. Yeah.
Yeah, there's one tiny problem with that little ability though. It can be seen on camera still. But if you have a way for me to hack into their system, I could always just shut the cameras down.
Oh shit, says Hazy. You're a net runner? Where's your deck? Where's your neural port?
Don't have any. I rely on external methods to do so. Keeps
We're a
me from
little
getting
old
caught
school.
per se.
External method? Well, like a keyboard? Maisie, what the fuck is going on here? Like, I don't
Give
know
me
what
half a
that
chance, I could
what that
probably hack
was
you.
with the whole thing not seeing her, but a hacker who has to use a keyboard? I've just as surely got a short circuit.
Tyrone was about to show his controller, but he just slowly puts that back into his
I'm
Got a
elite
power
hacksaws.
glove.
You said that they can control Chrome. What good is it going to do me to have any when trying to get in there?
Oh fuck! I didn't think of that. Yeah, well, Maisie doesn't pay you to think, huh, Hazy? Hey, shut up! You're the one who got snuck up on by that lady there.
So yeah, if you have any keyboards or whatnot, I can certainly hack into it. Wouldn't be too much of an issue. I hope.
Ganix. At least I presume for the most part. No, this might actually just work out. Especially with whatever it is that you did. Was that some is that some cyberware, like a camouflage cloak you have?
I just smile and shake my head no.
Well,
magician never reveals their secret.
if you can perform,
Oh.
says Maisie, then perform. Now getting you in there is gonna be tough. Because of all the scanners, all the cameras, everything that they do to detect and manipulate, shut down, or even they can turn your own cyberware against you. Though that may not be a bad thing for us. Well, that keeps us from doing too much. Save, I guess, supporting you from the outside.
Perhaps hop in vamps.
There's a way I can get into their system before we head in. Well, that'd help a lot, probably.
Well, it's getting into the building before you get into the system. And I have a plan for that. I'll show it to you in a moment. This actually might work out. And you two thought I was crazy building that thing. Well, you fucking are crazy. I didn't see it perform yet. Ain't no one can pilot it anyway.
Tyrone looks at Sir McCoy and gives
I was
him a
about to
little
say.
smirk.
Yeah.
So we need
Well,
to
if
get
you
you
need it.
inside the
Pilot, you
building.
say.
The trouble is, any AVs are going to fall under the control of Iteration X. Doesn't matter if it's on autopilot or even on manual. It's too sophisticated. And if they can't control it, they're going to shoot it down. That tower has too many guns protecting it. I'm not talking about security guards with irons like I do. And she gives a little, like, hip thrust out, and the holster kind of boop, goes up and down on her. So
Tyrone doesn't notice this.
I do. Jessica does.
I've been
getting,
spending some time building an AV that is going to act as a bit of a battering ram to get in there. Problem is, it has the power, it has the structure, and Paisley and Hazy speak up. Hey, we helped out too. We built that. That wasn't all you. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was a team effort, and a few others, of course, that have an interest in ensuring the swift removal of Miss Acton and her legacy. But the problem is, it can't have a flight computer. Everything has to be analog. And you have to move fast. Because you gotta stay ahead of the guns.
Eyes immediately go to Clyde.
I'd pilot it,
Tyrone
except
starts bringing his controller.
once I get into the zone, they're gonna detect my chrome. And, well, and she kind of gives like a model. As you can see, it's rather attached to me.
Yeah,
A little bit. Just
when you say analog, do you mean stick shift?
Essentially, yes. Everything has to be done manually.
He's up. He's headed towards the garage.
The electronics are
Show me
limited,
where she's
very
at.
limited.
Clyde.
Everything are analog gauges. Gears, wires, cages.
You said just the right words to get him going. Look at him. He doesn't know where he's going, but he's going somewhere. He's just going on.
Show me where she's at. Show me where she's at,
Tyrone's
Mason.
just kind of disappointed that his controller's not needed anymore and just puts it back in his pocket again.
Yeah. All right then. If you're confident, I'll show it to you. Why don't you get up and follow me? I'll take you out to the barn.
Oh yes, the blade.
The blade is there too. I deleted it, but from that first ranch picture, you go from the little ranch house out to the barn, which on the outside has solar panels. It looks kind of rustic and dusty. And on the inside, you have Clyde. This would be a dream garage for you. It does have computers and such, but it still has a lot of elbow grease necessary. It's not some sleek, fully automatic assembly bay in a factory or anything. And what you see... Let's delete that, and... grab...
While we're waiting on him, how's Clyde looking in terms of health?
He's not looking 100%. I think the best way to put it is exterior reset, interior currently has a couple potholes still in him, but he's ignoring that.
You know she's gonna force him to heal, right?
Yes, and he's got a plan for this.
Is that showing up for you all in the game?
Concerned or not, but yeah.
Yeah.
That is perfect. Clyde is just, he looks inside of it, he's like, oh, it's a ruster. Oh my god, she's got a wheel.
This is an absolute rust bucket. It uses incandescent bulbs. The only tech would be like the light green looking lights for the one monitor, and then the actual like little bulbs for the gears that are measuring pressure, not electronically, but through the little physical doodads and everything. And you're also seeing stuff like oil pressure and you're seeing like a fuel gauge, a completely tactile experience, which is different than Jess's ambulance. This has pedals, plural, on the bottom, and so I've been building this lady here for a while. Of course, no one could know, because otherwise the countermeasures might go up against our plan. Now, this little lady, well, she ain't so little, and it's going to be delivering all of you to the tower. You're going to have to go fast, you're going to have to go hard, and you're going to have to penetrate deep, Clyde. You only get one shot at this.
Oh.
Wisp just slaps her own hand over her mouth before she says.
You see the big reinforcement beams. Like, this is meant to be a battering, like a rocket battering ram.
Oh, we're gonna party like it's 2001.
Incandescent, analog, everything.
Just make that joke. God, just do that. Oh my god. And they're triplets this time.
I must have missed something, but yes.
No,
September 2001.
we're gonna party like it's 2001.
Oh.
Once you're inside, well, I'm gonna give you a map. This is where I believe the core of IX is to be found. I'll do what I can from the outside. Myself, Hazy and Paisy, and there's a few other interested parties. There are distractions that we can cause from the outside, ways to keep their eye on us, and hopefully not as much you, especially given the disaster that you're going to be arriving on. But you're going to have to move fast, and you're going to have to get comfortable with making some tough decisions, because there's going to be people in there trying to stop you, and some of those people have that job because they needed a job, not necessarily because they wanted to have other intentions with it. Like I said, I want to minimize casualties, but I have to understand that there are still going to be some, and hopefully you all aren't going to be in that mix. I don't know how many of you have ever been shot before, but you can expect the bullets to be flying.
Huh.
More than you would believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys too?
Really? She's gonna saunter up to you, Wisp. Where'd you get
Oh.
shot? Let me see. Where's your scars?
No. Well, I mean, there's probably because scars that you retain in like human life, you actually still get in like Kindred. So like, she's gonna like pull up like one of her sleeves, and there is just like, it looks like there's like a little chunk out of her shoulder that's missing.
Huh. Well, that's a story, but one for another time. If we're doing this, we gotta do it now. They're not gonna be expecting it. A plan is a list of things that goes wrong. I'm gonna give you an idea of what to do, and we're all gonna do our thing. And if we're lucky, if we have the skills, and you got the gumption,
Got the magic.
we're gonna make history tonight, and the Devil's Due may very well become some legends in Night City.
You have my blade.
And my axe. Wait, I don't have one.
Oh,
Shoot.
neither do I.
As,
no.
Which just outs herself as a total nerd.
as for your blade, I think I got something over here in the barn. Follow me. And she goes over. She pulls out something that looks like it might have been a blade on a plow. And she says, "Yeah, that looks about right. I had to borrow some parts here for the vehicle, but you know what, Hazy Paisy, do a weld job. Get a handle on this. You are effectively
What
getting
about the
something that's going to look like a Buster Sword, just a giant plow from a cyberpunk tractor
God.
with a handle on it."
I put my hand on, well, the part that's not burning on Maisie, and once again, I'm like, a saintess indeed.
You got to make do when you're out in the country.
Oh, by no means am I mocking you. I am incredibly, what's the word? Grateful. And then once they get done putting a handle on that thing, I'll lift it up and put it on my shoulder and just be like, yes.
You hit the cloud foes, yeah.
Then, if you'll excuse me, I have a couple people to contact in order to get the wheels set in motion. What I suggest, while you're here in the barn, get to know this lovely lady here. She pats the vehicle. And Hazy Paisy, make sure that you get a handle on that blade, and if they need any guns, you can give them what we might have. Just be mindful, I can't give you smart guns for obvious reasons.
Mhm.
But if you're comfortable
see
with
if you
six
can dig up,
shooters, nice traditional tech, no electronics, you should be good.
Well, we're fine with that. Make sure you get me a
Oh,
decent keyboard to use too, and a way
I
to
like
hook it up.
guns. 6-shooter. I want a 6-shooter. I want a 6-shooter. Ooh, hold on. And she gets all giggly. She's like, ooh, a 6-shooter.
Calm down.
Tyrone can't wait to start swinging around the sword, just be like,
All right, so this is what we'll do. Why don't we get up and take a quick break to refresh ourselves? You all are going to equip up, and one thing to think about over the break, as Maisie makes her way out of the barn to go make a few calls back at the ranch house. To Clyde, but really through Clyde to the rest of you. If you're the ones to take her into Iteration X, well, can't say I've picked out a name for this lady. I'll leave that up to you if you're going to be the one to pilot and crew her and see her through her mission. You let me know what you come up with. Maybe we'll get it painted on before you lift off. She turns and saunters out of the barn. So let's take a 10-minute break to think about things. You can tell me what basic stuff, like if you want some Old West weapons, you want 6-shooters and shotguns, you want pitchforks or kniffs. Then if it's low tech, she has it, and she'll get you geared up. She might even have a spare cowboy hat or something for you if you really want.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Clyde is taking a cowboy hat.
Yes, let's get it. Fucking goth cowboy.
A knight with a cowboy hat, that's gonna be legendary.
Let's do it, yeah. Goth cowboy, Uncle Cowboy. Uncle Cowboy, we got.
All right.
We got Night Cowboy.
Audience, I hope you're excited too to see what's going to happen. We'll come back in about 10 minutes. Go refresh yourselves, and then it's showtime.
Hell yeah.